Hi, this is Charlie. Welcome back to Let's Play Lost Technology. Now, this is a little bit of a hidden gem as well, I guess. It's basically like a Reap Total War in a way, but without the campaign management. It's just about the battles. You can see from the artwork, it's a Japanese game based on another Japanese game called Valorant. Fantasy, as you can see, the lizardman, the dwarf, the elf. Also funny enough, it has a frog, which I thought was very funny. This is actually much louder than I thought. The music is kind of nice, I feel like. It's kind of a crazy game because it's the art is fantastic, and not only that, everything is voice acted, absolutely everything. So we'll go have a go. When you click on them, you'll enter the scenario. The chronicles are basically like, you see the chapters here, this is like the main story, so to speak. And you just click on one of these multiple events here and then you go do it. And it may be just talking, or it may just be a battle. So this game as well, it combines like a visual novel style into like a Total War style. So there's the cutscenes of the VN style, and then there's the campaign map and battle map. Though the campaign map isn't very built up, it's just kind of move troops around. So there is kind of like the official story, which is the Chronicles. But if you play the prologue, you pick one of these factions here on the map, and then they each have events as they go take over their territory. So this is the world. There's the demons over here, crime, there's the mafia. Quite literally the mafia, Alcatraz. They live in the snow. There's the frogs. I thought the frogs were so unique. It's like, to me, that's such a unique thing to add. There's the elves, living in the forest, obviously. There's the Empire of the humans, Empress Agnes. There's the dwarves up here, and the Castle Osira in the mountain. Lizardmen as well in the swamp. Leon, which are I can't say this word. Therianthropes. They're kind of like, they're not werewolves, but they're basically beast people. You can just have a look at the artwork. Like, the artwork is gorgeous. It's like, it has such a unique style to it. Then there's a whole bunch of text just showing off who the character is and whatnot to kind of introduce them. There's Castris, which is desert religious people. Knights of Knits, which are kind of like Democracy Knights. And there's, I guess you'd call them the main characters, which is Musket. They're trying to dig up technology. And then there's the faction we're going to be playing as, the Dragon Knights of Favnir, who are on the dragons. So the kind of lore is that wars have been going on, and no one can really remember a time before that. The demons are kind of working in the east, not really doing anything. And they just kind of watch the world go to war constantly. So we'll be playing as Dragon Knights of Favnir. 200 years ago, there's a group of proud knights who rode dragons in their fight for justice. However, they were deceived and destroyed by a country that no longer exists, and the dragons brought to the brink of this extinction. Descendants of those Dragon Knights have once again unsheathed their swords in an effort to protect the last of those noble beasts. So We're gonna have basic units, which are attached to heroes. Our heroes in our faction unit, there's Scarlet, Bradley, Selena. Scarlet, she has the dragon Smog. She's been searching for a mate for her dragon, and then she heard about the Knights of Favnir in the Wasteland. However, because she found the other dragons, she decided to stay with them and lead them. Bradley, he has a very old dragon looked up to by others. Knew Scarlet's father. And then there's Selena, kind of newcomer. There's a bow in hand. Instead of a horse archer, she's a dragon archer. A lot more kinder and naive than the others, so that's okay. Playing okay. Much the opening. Years ago, a group of people with nowhere else to go came to this vast race. Knights of Favnir, famed for being the only Dragon Knights. They travelled the world in the name of justice, never settling down. But they attracted the ire of a now gone kingdom that wiped them out. They had no choice but to live in this northern wasteland. The Seronius Force. The knights were nomads, the homes just tents. Cared for Smog since he was born. I'm not sure that I'm gonna voice all this because I feel like my voice may go. Let's go kind of slowly. So they're kind of on the last legs trying to find a dragon out here in the wilderness after the country was after the Night Order was destroyed. And there's only 5 dragons left. 3 of them are here with no female dragons able to breed. Gasp! The young woman of the bow. Selena, the pet owner. You came out just to greet me? Might you be a Dragon Knight? Yes, why are you? No, my voice is gonna literally go if I try and voice all this. Scaffa. Kind of like Skahaka? He's a boy, which is unfortunate. Well, maybe he can mate with Smog. Grarung. I don't know what this, because these dragon words, they kind of sound similar. Smog, obviously from Lord of the Rings. Skaka. From Grand Blue Fantasy, there's a dragon in it called Skaka. But I also know Skaka is an Irish demigod. Like of the Shadowlands or something. She was Cuchulain's teacher. So I don't know why she's a why that name is a dragon in GBF. It might be like a different legend. This Grarung, it kind of sounds a bit like Balrung, which I think might be the name of the dragon that Siegfried killed, or in Germanic legend. So just talking about the dragons, wanting to know a bit more. I think we can agree that if any of you have cats or dogs, right? If you had a big dragon as your friend, as your pet, you would be given the dragon. Draw scratches. 100% you'll be given him draw scratches. Although, with how much my cat Mau Mau bites me, I'd be quite scared of being nipped at by a dragon. And they're kind of absolutely been mounted by what's going on. Oh, so they had 4 dragons here, with Selena's that would be 5 that they mentioned. And they're gonna revive the Night Order. I kind of like Scarlet, she's kind of like very straightforward, very like driven, dedicated. So I forgot about that. This cutscene was so long to start with. And I guess it makes sense. Selena did come to them because she heard they were Dragon Knights, so if she revives the Dragon Knights, maybe more rogue dragons will come to them. The little dragon picture's cute. Scaffa. Oh, he's kind of a good person. He doesn't want to drag the newcomer into the troubles. And that's true, like if you were riding on a... If you had a massive beast that no one else had, you won't really be able to stay in a town or a city because people would be after you to get it, you know. Either like a noble wants it as a pet or a trophy to mount on the wall, or like maybe a mage wants it to get its bones or horns or whatever, its blood. So why don't we just handle the governing then? And I mean, if you're kind of like some of the only people in the world who have these magical beasts, it would be very easy to just form a kinship with one another, I guess. It's like a shared kinship or shared culture. I guess, yeah, it's kind of like how... It's like a much more extreme way of like how real life dysphoria happens, where people from like, let's say Vietnam or Philippines or China, they go to move to, you know, Canada, America, Europe, somewhere. And then they're able to fit into their community because of their shared culture back home. And like if there's only like 5 of you or 3 of you or whatever, you'll very easily be able to share a kinship like that. Cydonia. We must conquer Cydonia. Until we do, we can't attack anywhere else. I think that's actually a lie. Okay. So we can't fight on our first turn. So this is the campaign map. It's not very... I called it Reap Total War, but there's basically not much to do in the campaign map other than move and do very limited diplomacy. You can kind of see who's strong here. This is a bit fake because Creame... I don't want to call them crime because it's Japanese, so I feel like Creame would be like the proper way of saying that. But I'm pretty sure their heroes are like super high level, so they're definitely the strongest. And we're like one of the weakest as well. It doesn't say us on here, but we are pretty weak because we only have 1 territory and only 3 heroes. Whereas, for example, the Empire, they have like 8 heroes or something. Yeah, they have a whole bunch. So we have our units here, and we're going to be able to move them on the map, but we don't really have anywhere to move them yet because we only have 1 territory. And not only that, but all of our units were made for us, so we don't actually have anything to really do. We just have to wait for the turn to end, so we'll to attack. So we'll end turn. So all of our units are recruited at level 1. At the end of a turn, every unit that hasn't acted, so they haven't moved or they haven't attacked, they will get training, and their level will increase. And the training level is increased by 2, so all of these level 1 guys have just increased to level 3. So it's kind of a tactic to leave lower level troops away to kind of level them up and make them stronger. Yeah, so yeah, it was a little bit of a lie that we could not do that, but we'll attack the port city of Cydonia. The people in the city have it pretty good with their magic technique as they turn into the ocean water into fresh water, and it's founded by the great water mage Crovis, originally part of the Empire, which we can see him here. I believe we'll recruit him as well once we so you can also recruit heroes as well. I should look at that. So in some of these territories there'll be roaming heroes, and if certain conditions are met, those conditions being you share a race with them and those races are compatible, you'll be able to recruit them, and more heroes are good because they're strong. Although the training limit, so I said that these guys will increase their level. That is, they will go up to level 5. That level 5 is an average of all of our heroes. So recruiting low level heroes may be bad because it may decrease our training level, or it may be good because those heroes are strong. So we'll attack Cydonia, we'll bring everyone. These ones are neutral territories. If they're not owned by a power, by a nation, then they won't attack. So we can bring everything with us and attack. So we'll deploy to Cydonia, we'll attack. They have a lot of mages and they have some foot guys.
植えれば何をしてもいいとでも思っているのか。
お手並み拝見。
さあ、行くわよ。
竜騎士は一騎当選ということを教えよう。
なぜ奪う方向に進むのか。
短期だからって竜騎
No,
士を
I'm
甘く
trying to
見
get
ないことね。
worded. Yeah, so this is the battle map, and as you can see, all the battle voice lines are voiced, which is kind of amazing. I really like it, it's really nice. And this is the port city of Cydonia. It's kind of nice as well, you can kind of see where they're making the water magic stuff, where they're making the seawater into fresh water. So we'll move our units around. They kind of default into guys on the front, guys on the back, archers on the back obviously, and the other guys on the front. So they all have skills, which I'll do. I'm gonna put all of our mages onto longbow because they might be able to outrange the mages. What we're gonna do as well is I'm gonna it's been a while since I last played. Oh dear. Hey. Oh, it has been so long since I last played. But we'll keep them like that and we'll just move everyone else kind of over there. And we want our dragons to kind of be out the way because as dragons they have something called the laser breath attack. The laser breath attack is like a super long ranged attack, and we'll be able to use this to kind of outrange them and whittle them down from afar. What else we want to do as well? We kind of probably want to bring horsemen over here just to kill the mages at the back. Oh wow, they can actually see that, that's funny. And you can see the laser breath is going, and they are absolutely murdering everything. Okay, so they're now moving into the center, we'll move our guys out. And we'll move them in, and they'll hopefully start murdering the mages and such. The controls can be pretty janky, to be honest. But I guess the jankiness is part of the charm. Oh my gosh. And it's pretty easy to kill them because it's mostly mages. Mages evaporate when they're in melee, so I just want to finish them off. Speed up. Yep, and we win. So we took over Sidonia. We get to see an event. Usually events pop up if it's something scripted like that. Like, go take the city, or otherwise it's like every once you conquer like 20 territories or something, you'll get an event. Sidonia. The unknown soldier. I like Quovis. Like I like water magic. I like his beard as well. That's kind of funny though, like, it's your fault we killed you because you didn't let us own you. That's kind of like a abuser's mindset. Yes, I remember now. I remember liking her originally, but then she very quickly turns into a bit of an asshole. Gasp! 500 gold. And she is being kind of true. You gotta don't just say, okay, we own it now, now give us all your gold. You've got to do things smartly. Oh. That is kind of deserved, not gonna lie. Good boy, Gas Scaffer. Filthy hag. It's also kind of true. Good for them. So now we have another base. Did we automatically recruit Clovis? We did. So we have him as a hero now. And he has some... He's a water mage. And he has some magic, which is useful. And we can also recruit some mage. As a water mage, he can recruit mages. I feel like because he's a water mage, it's fair to recruit some mages of our own. Every 10 levels, as units level up, they get stat increases, but every 10 levels, they get a much bigger stat increase, and they get new skills as well. Then once they're level 10, we can also start just recruiting them straight up. However, we don't have very many funds. And because training is done to basically everyone, we kind of just want to fill our ranks up as much as possible. So we have no more gold now. And our training max levels increased because our levels increased, the average has gone up. And we got Crovus as well, who's higher level. Let me have a think of what we're gonna do, because we would need, we get some gold, well, we get quite a lot of gold from that per turn from the value, so we want someone that has a large value. I'm thinking, should I just go try and snipe the Mafia? I feel like sniping the Mafia would be good, because then it gives us control over the entire north. So I feel like that would be a good idea. And the the other powers are also conquering and doing stuff as well. Getting ties, conquering territory, fighting each other. Oh. No, what did I want to do again? I wanted to just check heroes, yes, Dragon. Okay. So what I wanted to do was recruit. So I want to take over this, but I also want to get a lot of the units. Oh, the hell is this skill? Oh. They have a lot of heroes. But I feel like, well, dragons are just absolutely overpowered because of the dragon breath. You can just kite infinitely. They're kind of all melee, so we can just kill them with all dragons. So we'll go up here and we'll try and snipe them off. This is a new map. It's a fort. It's really janky going up here though.
竜騎士を甘く見ないことね。
スカさんレッツゴー。
竜騎士は一騎当選ということを教えよう。
話し合いが通じない以上、武力でもって答えるのみ。
降伏してください。これ以上は。
私とスマウグは無敵よ。
And our main tactic for everything is literally just going to be laser everything. Because the laser is strong. Am I doing damage with our heroes? With Crover as well over here? They can get more XP, so their level will increase. So they'll be stronger, they'll get more skills, and we can recruit stronger units, and we can passively train more as well. I'll finish these off and that'll be it. Probably? So we kind of want to maximize the amount of stuff we have. Recruiting, so we'll just make as many knights as we can there. And turn again. The Empire's taking a real beating here. It's funny, one of two things happens with the Empire. They either snipe the dwarves straight away, and they like kind of dominate, or they just get absolutely ganged like this. Now they have so many troops. When you attack a territory, you can draw troops from the surroundings. So we could bring in up to 24. It's 2 away. So we could attack this with more troops if we build up, or we could just go in with our dragons and know that our dragons are going to carry us because they're so strong. That's kind of what I want to. Well, I actually want to attack. I feel like it's this guy. He has wind magic. What's this pistol? It's okay. It does some damage. Yeah, we just need to kill them with AoE with the dragons and we'll be fine, I feel. So we'll attack them with everyone there, then we can bring in the ones down here to attack. Then they can bring the ones down there to attack as well.
色仕掛けができるわけじゃなし、面倒よね。
It's funny, I've never actually done this map before. Let's put the dragon squad over here.
ぶっ殺してやる。
戦争に
Actually,
ヒューマニズムなんかいらねえから。
oh, the poison. What the hell is this? It's poison.
全軍前進。
では行くか。
何事もなきゃいいけど。
We want to send these guys behind them so they can start killing off all the mages and such. We want to make our summons as well.
行くぞてめえら。
怒らせる。
ラウレンド、出るぞ。
武器職人
This is absolutely deadly.
降りかかる火の粉を払わね
And they are mainly melee, but
戦場なんて気乗りしない
they
よ
have some mages, or archers at least, which
さあ、行くわよ。
hopefully we can kill, although these guys have been turned into stone from that.
戦場になんか出るんじゃな
And
か
they're
った
debuffs.
え。待て。
いいか、いいか。
So
黙
many.
ってれば必ず出られる。
敵の攻撃を
計算が狂ったわ。
被害を減らして主導権を握れ。
熱くて
We just gotta kind of pray. I don't think we're gonna actually
行く
win
わよ。
unless we do like a lot of kiting with dragons. We need to actually like
ってやつら
おいてめえら。
私を監禁して調教しよう
苦労
というのだ
するんじゃねえぞ。
this guy needs to like retreat. It's like now. As long as he's alive. Oh no, that was a squire. Where's my dragon? Ah yeah, I was like, he died very fast.
これでいい。
I feel like as long as these guys can live, we're good. We just want to keep using the dragon breaths, which should hopefully absolutely murder everything.
今日は美味しいものあげるわね。
話し合いが通じない以上、武力でもって答えるのみ。
私は飛竜のためなら何でもするって決めたのよ。
今より敵軍の中央を貫く。
Yeah, it was a little bit dicey, but the AoE from the Dragon Breaths just absolutely destroyed everything. Just gotta kill the stragglers now.
私の町から出て行け。
降伏してください。これ以上は。
And so we've sniped off a lot of the mafia there. We could actually recruit. Could we recruit some of them? No, we can't because we don't share race affinity. What I want to do is recruit to fill our ranks back up. Then we can finish off the mafia next time. And that's so funny. The Empire either dominates or they just instantly lose. There's no in between. In this case, I think I'm actually gonna split up what I want. Actually, we're gonna check like what monsters are here. Like, are they strong? No. It's on water though, probably. So we probably need Dragon Knights to fight that. I kind of want all the Dragon Knights over there. Okay, what we will do then, we'll take Archer Girl. And we'll take these guys. They're not going to be able to move fast, but they're going to be able to be meat shield.
行くわよ。
As long as they can be meat shield, it's okay. Oh wow, they're so fast. Oh my gosh. I think I underestimated. Whatever. Underestimated. Overestimated. No, I think we're good actually. I think we're good. Yeah, they don't have very much health, so... Yeah, just kill them, yeah, and we're good. That's more territory, so that's more money as well. Kinda wanna make sure though that these guys die. What is it? So I'm gonna put a lot into it. Take Crover out, we'll put Crover attacking the volcano. Oh, that's good, I don't know. I doubt numbers a lot, but the dragon death is
いつから私は軍医になったのかしらね。
罪人の手口を思い知らせてやる。
始まりましたね。
I fight over It can get really janky in the middle of the city. Oh my gosh, he threw up.
結構高そうな武具着て
Yeah,
んじゃねえ
it gets so
それに比べると
janky.
色々とやばい怪我人はこっち。
もっと相手の今日をつくのだ。いいか。人道天知ったこ
That's
と
very
ね
unfortunate.
お手並み拝見。
五分と五分の戦
Yeah,
いで
he's
はダ
powerless.
メだ。
He's
退却
dead.
するぞ。
Can I even retreat him? I can't retreat him. No. Oh, she's paralyzed now. Oh, GG. GG, I guess.
私は
Okay.
役に立てたのか。
あなたたち
A
何
lot
があ
of
っても
skills in
私
this
を
can
守
just
るのよ。
be
ちげえよバカ
stupidly
お
overpowered.
前が逃げて。
待って、それは罠だ。
Nope. Can I like retreat? Yeah. We can kill them next turn then, it's okay. Guess there's some extra room now, we'll hopefully get some here, yeah. I could take that, but then they'll just attack and I won't be able to reinforce it, so... Oh, that was so fast. This corner here is a bit of a death trap because you surround like 3 or 4 nations, and so it's basically impossible to kind of advance once you've got it. Okay, in this case, full send pretty much everyone I guess. And won't do the same
と鎮
mistake.
圧するぞ。
嵐の前って感じだぜ。
罪人の手口を思い知らせてやる。敵はどう動くのか。
いつから私は軍医になったのかしらね。
降りかかる火の粉を払わねば。
グラウルング、出るぞ。
お手並み拝見。
さあ行
So
く
let's
わ
play
よ。
this game because the AI isn't particularly smart, so we should be able to just bait that very, very dangerous skill.
スカサレッツゴー。
We must have used it as a scout.
「竜騎士は一騎当選ということを教えよう。
行
It's
くわ
so
よ。
funny, the knockback.
ぐざぐざするな。一度下がるぞ。
五分と五分の戦いではダメだ。
戦闘が得意なわけないの。たく
I'm very scared of that poison.
どうしてくれんの。
Now there is a time limit as well, so you've got to be careful.
ただ戦うんじゃねえぞ。
Oh my gosh.
この戦いが警告となるように戦え。捕まっても許するんじゃねえぞ。
規制のかけらもない卑しい連中だ。
こういう状況なら自分を第一に考えるしかないわね。
素直に負けを認めましょう。ですがこれで終わりではありません。
被害は最小限に止めれば組織は終わってしまう。
勝てて嬉しそうですね。その結果家族が殺されると
Let's send
知
the
らず。
archers in. Because there's not enough room for kind of melee. Can we just send the archers in with some melee in
だから戦
front?
場なん
They'll
か
be
出
able
た
to
くない
hold
って
them
言った
all.
のに。
運勢が
Nice,
足りません
okay.
でした。
いろいろとやばいのよね。
反省して次回に生かさねばなりませんね。
なんとしても
Poison
守り
skill
抜
is
くの
gone.
計
So
算が狂ったわ
勝ち
ね。
目はない
don't need to
竜
worry
の動
about
きについてこ
all
れ
of
る
our
のか
heroes dying now. I'm gonna send them around.
死ね消えろ焼き払え。
組織が長らえるには状況の見極めが大切だ
失せろ。貴様らに分け与えるものなどない。
Let me just get Dragon Breathing these down with some
速やかに撤
guys. Ooh,
収しろ
that's a lot.
二度と攻める気が起きないよう徹底的にやれ。
Yeah, just gotta keep have some melee up to front. Dragon laser.
侵略者に情けは不要。
Just like that. Melee, or rather AoE is strong. Is that the last one? Okay. Mafia are defeated, so we can just focus on the north now and get an event. Oh, we get a new Dragon Knight as well. That dragon is an Galacon. I'm gonna like Google that name actually just to see if it's a reference to anything. Let me check my phone. My phone opens up now. Let's have a look. Galacon. Galacon. Because the others seem to be references to stuff. Oh, so it is. And Galacon the Black. It's one of the dragons from Lord of the Rings. It's Marion. Oh, yeah. Nice. The Baltonas. Ah, yeah, she's a mage. Dragon mage. Liliana Baltoni. And so that's basically a new dragon for Waste of Breath. Oh, looks like I was gonna say looks like he's a crush, but if I remember, I feel like she's gonna be like very stuck up in like a noble way. Typical farm girl. Yeah, yeah, stuck up noble. Peace out. Pull away. Oh my gosh. I'm too posh for you. I actually went to a public school as well. Oh, she's gonna get smacked by a scaffer. Chomp. There we go. Scaff is a protective boy. Treatment. Oh, is she a white mage, a healer? A good boy. Cool. No, she didn't do it, to be fair. Scaffer decided to do it. Although that's also true, I guess. It's a way to think. Like, if your dog was sentient and intelligent, well, intelligent as like a human or whatever, like if they bite someone, is it your fault? Because I mean, they're kind of a sentient living being. It's kind of weird, because in that case, would they be a pet? Would you be responsible for them? It's interesting to think about though. Where is she? I don't see her. Oh, here she is. Yeah, she's a light mage, but most importantly, she has laser breath. The best skill in the game is laser breath. And she gets more healer magic as she levels up. She can get more light mages then. And a lot of this game kind of comes down to just kind of spamming troops, get them leveled up as they sit in the back, and then kind of like marching off. To do that, you kind of need to spread your troops out so that you can get recruitment from multiple places, so that like you could have troops in all of these locations and they're all training. This will be the last one, last battle. Just I believe I kept some specifically for this, right? I thought I kept like 3 squads, maybe because I trained some. Oh, they are getting absolutely blasted by everyone. Yep. Okay, we'll just wait for our turn then. Oh, that's funny. So when a nation gets cut off like that, so their nation's leader was here, but then the Knights of Knits took here, and then they took Hellas. But because of that, they couldn't retreat once they got beat, and so they instantly lost. It's quite a funny thing to happen. Especially seeing it unintentionally. Where's my save? Yeah, some of these going back from to 21. You can see older Dragon Knights of Favnir game, quite funny. Also being played at like 4 AM in the morning. My favourite time to play. But yeah, we'll call it there. That's just over 4. We'll call it there. Now, I'm a 2 paranoid. Now, Lost Tech. I feel like the game's kind of beautiful and nice, especially the artwork of the characters and stuff. Like, considering like this is like a mod, just a mod for Valorant, the artwork is pretty gorgeous. I have no idea how they funded the soundtrack, the art, and the VAs. Like, everyone having VAs. It may only be like, I don't know, 20 lines or something total, because there's like battle lines and whatnot. Or 10 lines rather. That's still so many. There's like 100 heroes, and all of them have VA lines. It's really cool, I feel. And you know, kind of wish there's more to do on the campaign layer. At least. Because there's barely anything. Oh yeah, there we go. Cremace at the top. Doesn't say me though. Me. Kind of wish there's more to do in the campaign layer. Kind of wish the AI was a bit better, you know. Also, mainly wish it was a bit more balanced, because the balance can be a little bit ridiculous. Like, a whole lot ridiculous. Like, there's some skills which can just destroy, like, Chromium here can... This guy can basically tank... This guy could probably tank all this, because his defense is so high. And let me try and find... Where's the pirate lady? Pirate lady is overpowered as well. Is the Knights of Commits? Yeah, there she is. This skill will destroy your entire army, and there's nothing you can do about it. So kind of wish the balance was better, but we can't have everything. We'll just take it how it is, I guess. I've just noticed that the elves are weak to fire, so maybe I should have actually got some fire mages, but I can't actually get fire mages. No, I can't, right? I can only have Quover's one squad, yeah. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of a nice game. It's fun that it has the visual novel side as well. Even though some of the events are kind of opaque to unlock, like... Okay, we conquered Cydonia, what do we do now? Well, we just keep conquering. We literally just keep conquering and we'll get new events. And that's literally how the game up goes. You make troops, you train them up in the back. You try and get your heroes leveled up. You try and snipe the overpowered heroes, and then, you know, you go fight and it repeats. But yeah, this has been Lost Technology, playing as Dragon Knights of Favnir. Yeah, thank you for watching. Ciao out. Bye bye.